and welcome to my first ever 100 Baby Challenge video. Today we're going to be making our house for our 100 Baby Challenge. So let's get started. So I kind of have had a hard time deciding which neighborhood I wanted to start in. I wanted to do one that I hadn't played in much, and the Mount, I can't say the name to save my life. Looks like a good lot. So a part of our 100 Baby Challenge, and I will be posting the rules here shortly, is that once we pick a lot, we can't move. So we're going to be stuck in this lot for the duration of our 100 Baby Challenge. So here we are with our sim. And I'm just taking a minute, refamiliarize myself with the buttons and whatnot. It's been a while since I played Sims, I'll be honest with you. I've attempted to do 100 Baby Challenges before, and they have not gone well for me. So, relearning how to build has been interesting, let me tell you. So, here we go. And I did throw some traits on to make it a little bit easier for myself, to be honest. I did the child's play trait and the ley line trait and the romantic, I think. Did I do romantic? Do I want to do romantic? Yeah, I think I did. I'm doing romantic traits. Anything to kind of make it a little bit easier for us to have our babies. I'm not playing it moral in this one. The husbands, if you're a husband, I don't care. As long as we haven't had a baby with you, you're fair game. Alright. Changing the color of the mailbox. Save menu. Save menu is my enemy in this one. Let me tell you. It's horrible. So I decided that I would go ahead and make the house, like give her everything she could possibly need to start with. Eventually we will have to expand the house, and I did expand the household to 20 Sims later on. I don't think I showed it in the video, but I did do it with the MC command. Mod, I'm trying to play with minimal mods. I do have some installed. I think there's like a romance one or something that gives you a little extra romance functions and whatnot. So here I'm making the initial layout of the house, trying to figure out how I want it to kind of be. Essentially, I'm just doing a box. And I'm like, well, I better leave a little bit of yard so the kids have room to play. And then later on realized, hey, I could take them to the park. It's easy enough in this. So that's what we're going to do when our children need to get their motor skills up and whatnot. Although, to be fair, in this playthrough, getting their skills up is not necessarily my goal, because I have to, per the rules that I'm setting up, I have to let them age up on their own. I'm allowed to age them up on their birthday. That is it. That is the earliest I can age them up. So it doesn't matter if they get their skills early or not. They're getting aged up the same. The first official episode of the series, I will be posting all the rules and whatnot. just so those of you who want to know can know. And those of you who don't care can ignore it. It's perfectly fine with me, to be fair. So we're figuring out our doors situation. I don't know. I was very like, oh, I gotta stay within her budget to start with, because I was actually intending on doing like a rags to riches as well as 100 baby, but I realized that quickly that would be quite impossible. So what I decided to do was give her everything she'd need and then start her out with 0 money. So it kind of sort of is both, but kind of sort of not. It's not your typical rags to riches anyways. So here I'm deciding my countertops. This is a very hard decision, peoples. I don't know. I love building in The Sims, but I am by no means one of the best builders. By no means. There are so many other people who are way better builders than I am. Later on, you'll see me cheat. I don't know if you'll actually see me cheat more money on. I can't remember if I kept it in the video or not. I did pre-record the video in case y'all haven't guessed. So, trying to remember what I did. Quite fun. Quite fun. So, decisions on the bar stool. I don't know about you guys, but I have the hardest time with the bar stools. It's almost as bad as the layouts of the house themselves. Yep. And have to have the money trash can. Have to have that. Like, if I'm putting any one appliance in any house, it is the trash can that gives you money. I am lazy. I don't want to make money if I don't have to. If I can just throw stuff away and make money, I'm down. Alrighty. We are still working on... I was deciding what potty seat I wanted in there. And then realized my bathroom was too small for a potty seat, which was very sad. So I decided to make the bathroom a little bit bigger. There we go. And now I'm putting in a few potty seats because I figure we're going to get twins and hopefully triplets to kind of make the 100 baby challenge go a little bit faster. Alrighty, and later on in the video you will see me totally revamp, I think, every room except for the bathroom and the kitchen. I think they stay the same. Every other room gets a revamp. Here we are, choosing the dining table. And I figure the big dining table will end up getting used at some point. Obviously not to start with, because we will have little munchkins that can't sit at the big table. Here I'm having a hard time with my decisions over what section I want to make the dining room. I feel like once I get like one piece situated, I'm like, okay, this is definitely going here. And I just go with it. No questions asked. There we go. And I think I'm making the master bedroom here. And then I should be popping in the baby's room infant's room, toddler room. I don't know what you want to call it. Here shortly. I'm sitting here debating on what bed to put in. I knew I needed a double bed because I planned on some woohoos in said bed for my sim. So yeah, and then I realized the room wasn't big enough for the bed. So I made the room a little bit bigger. That's awesome. It's awesome. Yep. We should be getting the baby's room, I think, next. Oh, realized I missed the fridge. I'm constantly doing that when I'm building. I don't know if any of y'all do that. Go through and make a build and then start playing on it and you're like, oh, I've missed the fridge. The most important thing. It's quite fun. Alrighty, and deciding on the couch. I kind of didn't go for a set style. I went with more of a affordable look. Oh, maybe I didn't do the baby's room until later. I mean, it's a quaint little one bedroom. Not every house has to be huge, right? Oh, I think I realized I needed a baby's room. Oh, nope, a roof. Why I went for the roof first, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Here we are, fitting the roof to the house, making it look pretty. I don't know about you, but like sometimes like I will put a roof on a house and I'm like, it just doesn't look good. I don't like it. Like I was like, it's okay. I don't know. I like the weird roofs. But I don't use the weird roofs very often in my builds. I don't understand why. I don't know why I made that room so small. Like, I don't know what I expected to throw in that room. Apparently just a crib. I was sitting here looking at some of the new whatchamacallit, custom content that I had downloaded previously. And see, funny story is I had all my previous Sims saves on my past computer. I recently updated my computer and didn't save any of my past saves to this one. So I'm kind of starting all over, which is fine. However, my old computer couldn't play Sims or didn't have the space for Sims anymore. So I haven't played Sims in a solid like 6-7 months at least. So I forgot how much fun this game is. Sounds horrible, but I'm like, oh, I could play this one. So I loaded it up and I have played quite a bit. Alright, here I'm debating on my windows. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with the builds lately. anytime I do builds, for like the last couple of builds I've done, I'm just like, with the windows. I tend to use the same like 3 windows every single time. And these little square ones or triangle ones are one of them. I like them. I use them in almost every single one of my builds. They're just cute little windows. And I have so many to choose from. And those are the ones that are like, I'm like, yeah. But I don't go for an architectural aesthetic. I just kind of go for whatever I like to look at what time I'm playing. I don't know. Does anyone else have these issues? I'm sure there are some of you out there that do. And I just kind of slap wallpaper and flooring down because I was going to leave it there and just be done with it. I do like the stone. Stone for the outside of the house. I don't know. I just really like it. I will probably eventually build a castle one of these days. I have not gotten the castle kit though. I need to get that. It's on my wish list. Oh. So then I am trying to figure out where I'm gonna put the couch and the TV. And I don't know why I had dropped the walls so far down. Took me a while to figure out you couldn't place the TV super high. I don't know why. I never used to have this much trouble with the Sims 4 build system. I think it's pretty intuitive for the most part. But for some reason, coming back to it after so long, I'm like, durr. It was a struggle. Not gonna lie, it was a struggle. Here I am deciding on my flooring. There were quite a bit to choose from, I will admit. Save. And then I had to vamoose for a little bit, and when I came back, I'm like, you know what? This is just not gonna work for me. So I gave her some money to really build the house the way I wanted it to be for my playthrough. Because I'm like, you know what? Why make it harder for myself than it's already gonna be? Why? So I went through, I made her room bigger. I made other things better. I'm pretty sure I extend the baby's room quite a bit. Looking at stairs to throw in. I was having a time putting them there. I don't know why. They were giving me an issue. I don't know what I had there that was bugging it out. It wouldn't let it. Oh, I think it was the ceiling. I think I realized that after a time. Because I put a roof on. So I think the roof was bugging it out, wouldn't let it go to the second floor. And I'm sitting there trying to do it anyways. I'm like, why isn't it working? Ah, yes, the roof. Have to delete the roof. There we go. Now we can go down and put our stairs in properly. And I did the little landing because I really like that look. And I figured it was going to be a little more useful. I was having a time getting it to move curved. There you go. And then having to remember how to do railings. That was the other issue I had. It was quite interesting, let me tell you. So we made it a little nice up here. I'm definitely gonna end up tweaking the layout, I do believe, once we get to the point where we need more rooms. But I figured we could always go up another floor or two. I can't remember if it's 1 floor or 2. I think it's a total of 3 upper floors and 3 bottom floors. So I think once we get to the point where we have a certain amount of Sims living on the lot, we're gonna go to the basement and start building in the basement. But for now, we are going to leave it as is. I mean, I put in a couple rooms upstairs, so that way once we get like the kids, they have a place to go. My thought was to keep the babies and the toddlers and the infants all on the first floor with the mother. And then as the kids grow up, they can either go up the stairs or down the stairs, depending on where we have room at the time. And since I will be playing with the 20 sim lot, which I have never done before, so this is going to be interesting to see where where we lie. Yeah. I mean, it might make it too easy if that's the case. We'll see when we cross that bridge. But I really just kind of wanted to keep it. I've never done a multi or more than 8 Sims on a lot. And normally when I do my 100 baby challenge, I get them out as fast as they grow up. But this time I'm like, nope, you're gonna stay, you're gonna contribute to this family, you're gonna help with the babies. So until we get like a teenager, I guess it's gonna be a struggle. But once we get to the teenage years with our first 1 or 2 or however many babies we have to start with, you know, once that happens, we should be good. I mean, the first mom's gonna have it real rough. I don't know how many generations it's gonna go. That's always interesting to me. I've seen some players have like 2 generations. They get the 100 babies done in 2 generations. Other people, I've seen them do 3 or 4 generations, some 10 generations. I'm just interested to see how many generations we've got to go. So, like I said, the full rules will be out with the first episode. I'm going to take a hot minute and just post them out there. Make sure everybody understands the rules, so that way y'all can hold me accountable. And if I decide to tweak them, I will let you guys know in advance. Now here I decide how I want the bathrooms to go, because I'm like, we're gonna need more than one bathroom. And so far I have 1 bathroom in the whole house. So yep, here we are. I'm literally splitting this room down in the middle. Eventually, I may turn the 2 bathrooms into 1 bathroom and have like a 3rd bedroom there. But for now, I think this is how we're gonna keep it. Just so the kids have like their own spaces, their own dedicated spaces. to get away from the little munchkins. It will be an interesting challenge. Anyways, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, I'm trying to color theme the bedrooms. So that way each kid has kind of their own theme going on. I don't know if I will hold to this for the whole duration of the challenge, because eventually I'm going to run out of colors and repeat. But for now, we're going to run with it. And figuring out where I want the windows to go. If I want more than one window in each room. I think I went with one window for each room. So they're kind of set up the same. That way no kid got like preferential treatment. And I'm just copying the door, because I pretty much use the same door through the whole house. And figuring out which wallpaper I want. It's always fun. I don't know, I like the crazy wallpapers. Like the things I would never use in real life is what I usually choose for my Sims. I don't know if that makes me a monster or not, but it makes it fun. Yep, the nice pink stripe or purple stripe for the purple room. And I don't remember what I did for the orange room. I was debating because I needed the nice orange color. Like if I'm gonna have an orange room, let's make it orange. Ah yes, the orange drip. And then I decided, why not? Let's make the bathrooms the same colors. Because, you know, why not? And then our common area, I liked this, the black and white. I don't know. I'm usually not a black and white kind of girl when it comes to my wallpapers, but I really liked this wallpaper in black and white. And then I'm just going around to mirror what I did on the other side of the house. So there's going to be a total of 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms on the second floor. And yes, I did count the tiles to make sure that they were the same. So I'm like, I need to make sure they have the same amount of space. Here I am counting tiles to make sure I'm following the same procedure. I didn't quite have it. I think I made him slightly bigger on that side because I had a weird shape with the railings. So I'm like, well, whatever. We'll just, you know, make it weird. It's fine. Count my tiles. And And again, counting the tiles. And then once again, I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do the bathrooms, because for some reason I thought maybe going half and half would be better, but then I'm like, no, because you don't have an even amount of tiles on either side, so someone's going to get a bigger bathroom. Whereas if you go straight up and down, you have the same amount of tiles, so you're getting the same amount of bathroom. I don't know. Does it really matter? No. But for my whatever, it mattered. My poor brain. It definitely mattered. And once again, I tried color coding the bedrooms a little bit. Fixing our windows. I'm just trying to figure out what I want the floors. I think I'm just copying the floors, making sure every room has flooring, which is the hard part, especially since I didn't really make flooring a priority, which is awesome. There we go. And then I decided to make this area here like the kids' playland. So I just got like all the things the kids would need. Not necessarily everything, but you know, things that would make it a little bit easier to deal with them. And apparently I didn't realize now toddlers can do stairs. So apparently that's a thing. I was watching a Let's Play and someone had stairs and they're like, where'd my toddler go? I went upstairs. It was great. I'm like, oh, that'll be fun to look forward to. Alright, and I'm just debating, like, there's swing sets and everything else, and I'm like, we just don't have room on this lot. I should have picked a bigger lot. Normally for these challenges, I pick the biggest lot possible, but it's always in the same neighborhood. So, in order to be a little bit different this time, I decided to pick a smaller lot and have to work within the confines of that lot. It's not going to be easy, but it should be fun. Should be. Yeah, a couple of each, like, necessary skill building thing. Because, you know, gotta make sure there's enough for every kid. Although, hopefully, if we play our cards right, we should only have, like, 2, maybe 3 kids in the kid phase at once. But we'll see. We'll see how the challenge goes. Yep, I realized we needed the Wabbit tablets. And in order to put them down, I needed a desk. Not a table, a desk. Because desks can hold more of them than tables can. And I have a lot of custom content on this lot. I will throw it out there right now. I downloaded quite a bit of the skin custom content for the items and actually the items themselves. Like the tablets, apparently, like there was a mod to have like a ton of the skins for the tablets, and I'm like, yes, please, I need colors. That way each kid can have their own colored tablet. And I got 6 of them, so I'm like, if I have more than 6 toddlers at one given time, Lord help me. Unless I have like 4 adults at that point in the house, because that's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. I can't say that I've ever had 6 at once. I've had 5. I don't think I've had 6. Oh, and then I just realized I had a really tiny baby room / toddler room / infant room, whichever you want to call it. And we are figuring out, like, I didn't realize that the toddlers could go up the stairs, so I'm like, well, I better make sure there's toys down here for them, so that way they do not have any issues. And then I realized I needed to give her a way to make money, and I made her a bookworm and a lover of writing, I think, or a lover of art, one of the two. I can't remember which at this point of the game, but either way, I'm like, I have to give her a way to make money, since I'm going to take all of the money away once I'm done building. I just wanted enough money to be able to pretty much put whatever I wanted in the house, because that's how I like to build. And I just put like a nice little bookshelf there. I don't know, I felt like it felt more homey, more like an actual like home than what I had before. I mean, it didn't have to be perfect, but you know, I wanted it to be a little nice. A little nice. And I decided to go with the rug and the toy box, I believe. Little monster toy box. I was debating where I should put it, and I decided to put it in the toddler room. And again, it may end up in the living room eventually. But for now, it is where it is. And then I did the bear, and then I put the bear in each of the kids' rooms as well, because you know, you can't ever have too many bears. I will say I don't think the bear is going to stay put very long, but it's a nice thought, you know? Every kid needs a bear, right? Here we go. I'm changing the color on the bear. One over there, and then one over here. Here we go. And I decided to go with the dollhouse. I am pretty sure that's all I did up there. I was debating what else I should put in the house, and then I realized I had no curtains in the house anywhere. So, at least for the kids' areas, I put curtains up. And then I realized the curtains had different colors. So, they all got their different colors. That orange one for the orange room. And I decided to move that window and that one got moved. And I had the blue one for the blue room. And then at some point I realized I didn't have no lights. So, which is why it's so dark in the house. So I do remember putting in lights somewhere. And I had to move the window over so I could put a curtain on it. And sitting here debating what light to use. I think I went with the super small saucer. Typically is the one I use for most of my builds because it gives off the most light and you can't see it, so it doesn't like ruin the aesthetic of your room or block your view if you're playing. I don't know. I don't mind the aesthetic lighting if I'm not actually going to play on the lot. I don't like it if I'm playing on the lot and it's in my way. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. Okay. Lots of lighting.